Hey YouTube, how you doing? How's life going? I can only hope your life has been as fun and interesting as mine has been recently. You know, I go from hobby to hobby, just finding things that I like. I never truly leave one hobby, it stays around. You know, pipes was a really big hobby of mine and it's just stayed, you know. This is my Sultan Meerschaum of unknown origin, and it's suspiciously high quality. No idea who the carver is. It's clearly hand carved, it's not machine carved. It's a beautiful pipe. I'm not even a huge Meerschaum guy. This pipe is just gorgeous. And to all you Meerschaum purists out there saying I shouldn't touch it, I don't care. It's gonna age how it's gonna age. I'm not gonna be uncomfortable while smoking my pipe. I'm gonna go. Just not worth it to me, you know? This is my pipe, first off. Secondly, if it ages different around these 3 points that I'm touching, then so be it. It's a nice pipe to smoke, and a very comfortable one to smoke as well. But in this pipe, I'm smoking some Prince Albert. Got the big jug back there, you can see it. I've been recently pipe hunting for Lovat style pipes. Just love that long shank and the short saddle bit stem, the tall bowls. They're great for Virginias, and personally my favorite tobaccos are 3 different Virginia Blakes, you know. Luxury Navy Flake, Luxury Twist Flake, and Luxury Bullseye Flake, all Peter Stokkebye. So, I also really like Dracula pipes. I found the, what's it, Shape 53? Shape 53 Dracula Lovat. I'm going to show it to you. This is my entire rack of my favorite pipes. I have a Medico, Dracula, and then that brand new K Woody from Nathan Davis. So that Medico is shaped whatever Medico named it. Dracula 80s, Dracula 01, Dracula 53, and then this gorgeous Lovat shape from Get Piped. These are my 5 favorite pipes. I also picked up a new Meerschaum. And I know earlier I said I'm not a Meerschaum guy, but I like Meerschaums. I don't dislike them in any way. Very pretty little pipe. It's a Paycock Meerschaum. No idea what the quality of Paycock Meerschaum is, but that's what I have here. So I've been thinking about YouTube, the YouTube pipe community. You have your pillars of the YouTube pipe community. It's Mutton Chop Piper, Hobbiton Piper, Get Piped, and God, the guy who always goes, "It's Wilson with you." Great guy, I love to watch his videos. You know, we all watch videos specifically to see those guys and their opinions and insights into pipe smoking. And forgive me for saying this, but I think... Oh, another one. Professor Jeremiah. God, I love watching his videos. He just had one. Last one was a pipe review. The one before that, he was in England. It was a really cool video. But I feel like all the other videos that are out, we don't watch for the YouTuber who puts it out. We tend to watch because they've got a review on a specific pipe that either we got and we want to see someone else's opinion on it, or a pipe we're looking to get and they've got a version of it that we want to see a review on. And those videos are very useful for that. You know, I know that I get very little viewership on my channel, and I'm fine with that. Most of this is just me rambling. My wife loves to hear me ramble, but doesn't necessarily care about what I'm rambling about, so I'm just happy that 2 or 3 people can get on and listen to me ramble and agree or disagree with my ramblings. But I wish we had more big names in YouTube on the pipe community, because other communities, even the cigarette community has a big name. That's Jacob Effing Jones. And pardon me for not saying his real name. I try not to curse on my YouTube. I'm actually trying really hard to just not curse in general. I'm doing better about it. It's a journey. But he's great. He's all about just tobacco in general, but mainly cigarettes, and he's a really big name. I'm gonna throw out names, and they're not like, I don't know these people, never met them. I've just seen their channels because they're big. But you got like Bruzel, who's mainly alcohol and liquor. But I feel like the pipe community is so small that it's really hard to get your name out there already, as YouTube's a massive platform. But then making pipe content really lowers your chances, because you've now cut out 98% of YouTube. So I don't know, something to think about for any up and coming pipe YouTubers. We love to watch your videos. We don't hate on you for posting videos. Don't expect to get big and make money off of YouTube making pipe videos. Don't get discouraged and stop making videos. But be okay with it being your passion and not your job. But I tend to go down YouTube rabbit holes, and that's where my hobbies end up coming from. One I went down recently was cameras. And I bought a decently cheap camera. I think I only paid like $290 for the camera, and it came with a 1 kit lens. It was Rebel T4i, and I bought a telephoto lens that's 75 to 300 mil. It's pretty cool to shoot with. And then a 50mm prime lens that just makes really good portraits. Bought a battery extension, a small rig tripod, a camera bag, camera light, you know, instead of a flash, an actual light for videoing. Boom mic. So I'm at about $1,000. Whereas I could have bought a nice mirrorless for $750 and just waited to buy the lenses and battery extensions and all the other stuff. So I don't know whether it's a good idea or a bad idea. I enjoy the camera. I'm not a professional photographer, but you know, I enjoy taking pictures. I've taken pictures at my 2-year-old's birthday party that look really good, I think. Took it to church camp with me, and a few of the guys that were staying on campus in the dorms wanted some professional pictures taken of them in their suits for night church, and so I took a few of those pictures. They turned out pretty good. I also bought a very old, I don't say very old, it's like 97, so we're talking 28 years now. You know, it's not crazy. I bought a Sony FD73. I have no real use for it, but I like it, and that's what I tend to do. I don't quite get my psyche as to why I like that, but just little cool things. Need to get a battery charger for that. I already bought a 10-pack of floppy disks for it. You know, I just tend to collect weird things. This is pretty cool too. It's a little emulator device. I like to play vintage video games, and I don't need to start a collection of vintage video games. It's just another collection of something I don't need. I like clocks. I have a couple really cool clocks. In fact, I'll go ahead and turn the camera, just forgive my dirty office. You know, I just collect strange things. I recently, trying to just get outside and do more activity, have got into baseball gloves. That was unfortunate. I picked up this 44 C2. It was used. A little bit of shaping on it. It's used, but it's in really decent shape. Wasn't broken in very much. Might have been used in a game or two, but it wasn't like it was heavily used. I was able to water dip and reshape it how I want it. It's nice and conditioned right now, ready to play. The most I've been doing is just going out and playing catch with my friend Adrian. He's been in a previous video. But yeah, I just seem to wander from hobby to hobby, and I never truly drop a hobby. It stays and just adds onto the pile of hobbies. Hopefully, my mind will stop wandering at some point, and I can just stick with these hobbies that I have and not constantly yearn for another hobby that I don't have any business being in. So, we'll see. I enjoy baseball. I enjoy going out and just playing catch with friends. Not really athletic enough to go and play in a real men's league, but I am considering trying to join a slow pitch softball league come spring. It's just life, you know. Doing my best to get in shape. I hope anybody who's seen my last video can tell I've lost some weight since the last video. Just going to the gym a lot, going outside a lot of walks, taking the dogs, taking the kids, just going on walks. I'll get there eventually. trying to reintroduce good habits that I used to have. Reading. I've been getting back into Louis L'Amour. He's really easy read. A lot of action packed into it, not a whole lot of slow parts, so it's easy to get through a Louis L'Amour book. Except for 2 books that Louis L'Amour's put out. The Walking Drum and The Black Mesa. Both phenomenal pieces of literature, but more mature on the side of attention span that it takes to read those books. So, you know, getting there, just trying to do better in life, just trying to be a better man to my wife, to my kids. Life's a trip, man. It's this journey that we're all on that has these different roads you can take, right or the left, and you know you're supposed to be looking forward and keeping your eyes on God's will and God's path. They're not even always bad things, you know. They're just things that will take you in a different direction. And it's not bad at first, you know. This hobby that starts taking up too much of your time, it's not a bad hobby. The hobby's not something that God hates and you know, God's going to throw you away for it, but it takes time and attention away when you spend so much on it that there's no time left for God in your life. And I find myself falling into that hole recently, you know. I play video games, but I found myself playing so much that my choice was either God or my family outside of video games, instead of saying God first, family, then any and all of my hobbies that come after that. You know, I found myself putting video games first, reels and shorts and all that first. So it's a journey and a struggle, but I'm getting there, doing my best to just be a better Christian, a better husband, a better father, a better friend, you know. I found myself not having time for friends when I definitely had the time. I just wasn't making it. So I hope y'all enjoyed my rambling. See you around.